This Sunday I talked about St. Peter and his great courage to be willing to walk out on the water to Jesus. We also saw St. Peter at a time of doubting. However, in that time of doubting, he did reach out. He did speak to Jesus, cried out to Jesus, asking for help, and Jesus was there to help him, to reach out to him, and safely brought him back into the boat. We also see, even though after he had a time of doubting, he did again allow Jesus to help him, spoke to Jesus, and then once in the boat, he did Jesus homage. So St. Peter is an example to us in many ways here of great courage and a man of great prayer. We also can say, though, perhaps a man, we see him doubting at a place too. In our first reading, we see Elijah hearing God in the whispering wind and the whisper of things. There's earthquakes and fires and storms smashing rocks, but he finds God in a whisper. I think for most of us, most of the time, that's how we experience God, is in whispers. We often want him to show up in some dramatic way, but I think God most often speaks to us in very small, simple ways. To hear someone whisper, that requires us to be quiet. And I think that's also symbolic of reminding us we need to make time for prayer, make time to study our faith, and during those times of quiet, that's often when we hear God speaking most clearly, when we quiet ourselves to hear that whisper. I also believe that most often it's simple people that communicate God to us. We all want some impressive, amazing person to show up and explain things to us, and that can happen sometimes, but I think most often it's those simple people in simple ways being good examples to us that in many ways keeps us walking in the right way, closer to Jesus. And so today we ask God to give us the ability to discern his voice and to listen to his many whispers.